What is poppin' people, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. I like to do that thing where I go, oh man, what is it that they're playing? But I genuinely actually do not know what Seb is playing today, and he forgot to send me the list, so your guess is as good as mine. It's gotta be Purple Hybrid. There's no way that AG comes down for anything reasonable. So we're gonna be seeing both the younger of the siblings being played up nice and early as the one-off shows up nice and early. And yeah, okay, yeah, it's Purple Hybrid. Okay, I get it now, I understand. We're gonna see the Patamon go out, and wow, who could have possibly seen that it was gonna hit? The Digimon, I guess, is kind of annoying, so you're not gonna gain as much memory. But TK can go sideways, choosing not to do the Kari yet, I think just so that we can actually tax him on turn. KnTElixar is going to turn into Domini, and wow, we turn 1 Domini sliding? What, turn 1? Turn 2 or 3. I was warned that this is this deck. This was going to be the CEO of Do Nothing. But yeah, we're just going to get the draw 1 trash 1 on the way out as we do shrink it to hell. And do we take the Kari now? Now that you've taken both the bodies off the board, it makes sense. Just going to Rev of Light, immediately get level 4 Digimon, and then we put it straight to the top. So as far as power play turns go, pretty good for Domini. Make Domini, make Angelmon Ace, make Angemon. Like, the gang is all here. Speaking of the gangs all here, Loemon over the Takuya. It's kind of interesting. Like, I've been seeing some of the Takuya get some work done in these lists. I did see a really cool list over in the Netherlands that was making use of Memory Setter Mat, like the OG one, to just like frequently recur pieces. We're gonna have the Rev of Light come down now, so that way it can get the -4 to the board, which won't stop any of the hybrids. Like, all the hybrids are like 5Ks anyway, like at minimum. But man, it's crazy that Jaeger Loemon is actually just massive. Obviously, we do have retaliation, so it is going to kill the body on the way out, because all of them have blocker thanks to the Dominimon, and the Dominimon, obviously you can burn a security to prevent it from leaving, but yeah, it's fine for Angemon to load in here, just getting full security management, especially because like you're very aware of the potential that you're going to be like burning your security and like looping it around, as well as the potential of getting like decked out, being able to kind of like at least make sure that deck out is what they're playing for rather than deck out and traditional win con is pretty solid. Yellow Member is going to get the pickup. It is diabolical that those things aren't foiled. Like, they look like they would be the coolest thing to have foiled possible, and they're just like paper. It's weird. Another Rev of Light comes down as I mean, I think now we have the barrier, being able to give a Digimon barrier with the kindergarten tamers. Like, we really have TK Kari, then TK and Kari together. This time we're going to be making Loemon coming down, and oh yeah, start of main. I think it's mandatory, I don't remember. Either way, people are still learning these cards, so we're, I guess, a little bit more lenient on any like missed sequences. We're trying to figure it out. Gonna have the Veemon, gonna have the Koichi come down. And we're still on 0 memory, so we can make this happen. Oh no, it wasn't missed sequence, it was the Veemon load. Because the Veemon can go over any tamer, he just requires the names in trash, which is really interesting. But Venus to end on a board, yeah, yellow good stuff is really good. Speaking of yellow good stuff, I see that Seraphimon in hand. If he goes sideways, he's in trouble. It is an opponent's turn effect as well, so it's not like you're immune to blast evos. 4 memory's a lot though, especially since we have boosts. We could push up, but there's no reason to. Just gonna go Magnet Angemon here, Magnet Angemon. I just don't think there's anything major to do here. I'm gonna gain the 1, and then we're not gonna use the effect, so we're just gonna use the TK, okay, to stop Digimon being played by effect. Which, it's not going to stop the tamers being played by effect, but I mean, at least makes it so that these Digimon aren't going to crazy float. Going to raise up, gain 1 off the Gabu, gain 1 off the AG, and then we can choose to pitch to gain 1 off the Koichi. Here we are going to get the pitch. I'm going to try and see if I can get the camera slightly higher for the coming weeks. That way you've got the full board. Since these lovely playmats are just so big and beautiful, yeah, the players get to play nice and wide. And speaking of wide, a widely despised card about to hit the field. Digivolve back to the Tamer, and then he gains blocker as well. Alright. We actually get to Digivolve enough so it doesn't go back down to the Tamer, but then the Rev of Light full clears the board. Yucky. Yeah, that's really rough. 1, 2, 3, 4. What are we checking there? Okay, Kobe's gonna come down. My pitch off there was Jaegerlow. Okay, that's why we were checking, because we're going to double Jack raid. You know, a humble amount of memory picked up. We go Jaegerlow does get the pop on the Pillowmon, which I mean might be relevant. Everything has blocker. That said though, it's not like it has collision, so we're gonna get to swing, and it feels I don't know if Seb's building like intentionally to be like the you know, the spirit of light rather than darkness, because we have not seen any Dustmons, we have not seen any Velgamons, we are only seeing like the Loemon, the Jaeger Loemon. Wait, do we not have retail? Oh, do we not have retail? Is he immune to is he immune? Why did he not die here? I swear he was a retail colliding idiot. Yeah, Kaiser's retail, and then it must be Shadow Saraku, right? Oh wait, never mind, we could just, duh, when a Digimon would be removed, just burn security, it does not leave. Yep, just remembered that Dominimon is certainly there. Yeah, Dominimon really just be there. It's, yeah, other than by battle, yeah, so retail would count as other than by battle, so yeah, this is a pretty rough situation to be. Everything being blocker, and also if it would leave Nutter is pretty good. It's gonna be a whole lot of, okay, this is definitely considered doing something. We're gonna play out the Angemon. We saw a Magna Anja in there, which is very funny. But I think because he knows what's in there, he knows there's no level 6s, it's not like it's gonna get to fully extend. If he can load it, then maybe, but yeah, it's not looking good. I think we're just confirming to see what it is the actual inherits and bodies do. We're gonna play Akari Kamiha. Death X is not real and cannot hurt you. Yeah, I mean, I feel like Purple Hybrid should just be on it. Like, I mean, I guess they can ruin mode turbo a bunch of times, so they can be kind of like egregious with that, but you know, maybe if it's because he's like on the, you know, the spirit of light roleplay. I'm gonna use the Takuya Koji to start of main for each tamer we have, I think. Load up. Yeah, they're both reading it. It's like, yeah, it's too bad. It's crazy. I don't know really what he's gonna do with this, but I mean, when he turns it into a hybrid, it's gonna look cool. And by that, I mean someone else into a hybrid, apparently. I'm gonna go for the Loemon as we continue to draw and trash. I feel like we're dangerously close to decking out now. Ooh, Jet Sylphie, huh? That is even closer to decking out. Okay, we're just gonna block 6 so that way it doesn't leave. Okay, you gonna tax him for 2? Surely that's why these Karis were left standing. Alright, we're gonna load up and then, yeah, straight into Rihimon past this. I mean, that technically, yeah, that technically does stop. Yeah, it does get an overflow, so we do get to keep turn thanks to the pop. Okay, we get to go kind of crazy. We're gonna, ooh, what do you block with though? Because we have Retail Inherit, surely, right? Yeah. Off the Kazlia, we have Retail Inherit. We're gonna swing. Gonna tax 2, gonna burn the Kari off the barrier, but I mean, still a good trade. What? I don't know what this team is supposed to be. This is a deck that I really wish that we did have the list for, but your guess is as good as mine. Let me know what you think this token is in the comments. Oh, it's Zoe. Okay, there we go. Thank you, Sev. Thank you very much. That makes a lot more sense now. Yeah, this is definitely like a, you know, a light hero version of Purple Hybrid rather than being like the Duskmon, Velgamon loop stuff. So definitely not your normal Purple Hybrid stuff, but still fun. Gonna see the top card of Security burn as we're gonna load up and put it underneath. And this is gonna be just checking the 1. I'm gonna have to barrier to protect thanks to the TK. Yeah, just once per turn, getting to be a menace. And this is so much time that's gone from game 1. Gonna swing over the Jet Sylphie. And again, getting to load up security with the Cupimon, and then we're just gonna pass 2. Goes to 3, obviously off the KnTElixar, and surely with 2 Digimon sideways. There's so many sources getting loaded under this KnTElixar. This is crazy. Does look cool as hell though. What do we do from here? Okay, Pokemon, we are in trouble. Okay, you can pick up the card, but the Sentrymon's getting bot decked. Alright, yeah, looks like we're going into a Veemon here. Okay, that's not the stack I thought was turning into the Veemon, but I mean, so be it. If it helps for him. We get the memory back. So we still get to keep turn, and now we get to swing, but I feel like Harry can just intentionally let the hit go through. Okay, gets to shoot Boko. Yep, tap the card to gain 2 and steal turn. Yeah, that's the turn that makes the most sense. Like, he's doing a good job of like being able to get the most out of his turns memory-wise, but just like he's not accounting for the carries, which is really important. Gonna get another shot on the body, and we are so close to deck out. Finally actually gonna be swinging in with some aggression here. Is this gonna be 2 checks going in? It is what I would say. Never mind. You know what, that's kind of wild actually. The security was full of big boys. However, yeah, swing in with no thing, and we are finally gonna go into game 2.
Matrix Digivolution.
Yeah, today's sponsor is me. I appreciate everyone supporting me as they have, and there are plenty of other ways to support. The memberships, Twitch Prime, and all of that are great ways to do so, and just making sure that in addition to slapping like down and making sure you are subscribed, there are plenty of other things that I do that I really love doing and take a lot of work, and appreciate if you guys also gave them a shout and gave us some honest feedback on them, because the only way we can make them better is if people tell us what they like and dislike. But yeah, that's it for today's sponsor. Appreciate you if you didn't skip it. Back to the video. Whilst they are getting shuffled up, I do want to say a big old thank you to everyone that has stuck around as a member. Appreciate every single one of you. So we got some 12 months to celebrate here. We first got the Mega Justice Josh, who's an ultimate hero on YouTube, as well as a tier 3 on Twitch. Then for our ultimates, the Tommy NT, Tommy Tricks on the Sticks, 3 Strike Rule, Brad, and King of Knights. Then for the champions, Shinny Carry, Copy Deus, DHM, celebrating 12 months. Solo Boris, Andy Fink, Squid Eater, Benji Giver, Thomas Yates, Kenneth Smith, the Mott FGC, Donkey, Shalva, and that's everyone for the champions. A big thank you to our rookies and our Digi-Eggs as well. We got some new members in the Rookie and Digi-Egg tier, Samuel Lawson and Bradley Axon. Big thank you for joining the members, Sato and Crown Clown as well. Recent additions to the growing family of people that are getting ad-free content, as well as some other bonuses depending on how high you're up. And everyone just joined the Mochi fan club, where you're getting random-ish updates on how my cat is doing. All right, here we go, as we're gonna go straight into game number 2. It's funny, I was told that this is such a do nothing like set. There's like, the joke was I was just gonna video cam instead of audio and just cat pick in the back. Past 5 and we're not gonna get punished into the sun because you are going first. So, I mean, we're still going to get... Oh, okay, never mind. Yes, this is absolutely a punish. Providing the security isn't terrible. If the security isn't bad, this is absolutely a fantastic punish. We're going to put a Serafi in security. Okay, but we still actually do get a shrink. Yeah, so it passes in 5. And then we're going to... Ofani Ace? Yeah, this definitely has to be like a... We are playing the good guys roleplay thing, because that card has absolutely no business being in this list. Even the Angels player isn't using that, so that is why we are picking up that card and reading it to see what it does. It's definitely an interesting take on Purple Hybrid to really lean into like as close to Yellow Hybrid as it could be. Obviously the Ancient Kazemon is trash, so it's not happening. Gonna see the Archive come down as we're gonna take a peek at the top security, take it, and then load up a vaccine, put some shrink down, and then I don't know if he has enough to be able to clear it from this position. We don't have barrier yet, yeah, so he does actually have to kind of passively pass here. We're gonna lose out on the Tamer, unfortunately, and the Gatomon not in security is at least a good place to be. Problem is everything has blocker here, and if you swing, you do just die, unless the Ophanimon does shrink. I actually do have to look it up, because like most people, I have not read Ophanimon Ace. On play, when Digivolving, -8. All turns when security is removed, sec +1. If it's your opponent's turn, recovery +1. Yeah, so we don't get any shrink in this instance here, so I think that's why we're slamming 4s. But the problem is, I think that's also why Harry is choosing not to go into security that much. Say that immediately, gets his Cupimon proc, gets his memory boosts without actually having to use the boost, and that's going to be 7. Does hit the deity, but is there even anything to pick up in trash? Not ideal. Does get to heal 1 at least off the Ophani, so this chip damage does nothing. You do get to make a Serafi though, which is kind of dangerous. Okay, once again, just making sure that these light spirits do not stick around. We're going to see the Zoe come down. Thank you. Comically large Zoe Oremo. Alright, we do get the pickup, and now we're going to swing in. I don't think it's worth that. I guess yeah, because you can also just... Oh no, because it's by battle. So do you trade for memory for a stack? Like, what do you choose to do here? Or you could just counter timing. Block at -5. Yeah, that does. Yeah, that'll do it. Into Angemon intended line. We're doing the cool things. We've gotten to go Shadow Serafi over Serafi. We've gotten to make Magnet Angemon into Domini with the slide. We've gotten to do Patamon into Angemon. This is truly a roleplay off. Alright, self-delete. We're going to just build up security. 7 memory. He just physically can't figure out a way to kill him from this position, which is really funny because, like, Shadow Serafi, yeah, kind of turn skipped him, but it didn't, like, it doesn't have nearly as much damage as something like the actual Serafimon does have. Going to take a peek into security as we're going to pick up another Angemon. One that was put there intentionally. The other one, not quite so much. Carry for 3, and Harry strikes me as a guy that would have Final Excalibur still in his list. Haven't seen it yet. Gonna see the 1 choke, I guess, with the Rev of Light, which, yeah, I don't hate. You're looking at game on board for sure, next turn. Not even a lot of overflow really to play around, and obviously, kind of as we've established, there's no decks really to worry about in this situation. So this might, I mean, you guys probably already hear the music before I do. This might just be looking at like a clean 2-0. Game 1 was pretty fun though, it's pretty back and forth, and we're gonna see him try and make a Rikimon here, as Riki is gonna come through. Scooby-Doo looking ass. But it's definitely looking Rutro Raggy as once again down comes Angemon. Gonna gain a bajillion memory. And we're gonna swing. Yeah. Swing, gain our memory. Oh, Cherubi just to clear, just to play around aces that don't exist because it's purple. And then the Pillowmon stops us from floating anything else out. Looking to try and swing with the last for the culture. Draw 1, trash 1. And then Zoe is going to turn into Loey. And that is going to be looking like a pretty clean game here. Swinging the Angemon. It does get to load itself into security, gain a bajillion memory, swing the last Angemon, which also gets to go up, and somehow we managed to get a 9-0 or something like that as we swing in with the Shadow Seraphimon. If you did like what you saw and you do want to see more, then make sure to hit the like button, subscribe. You might think you're already subscribed, but you might not be, so just double check, click that button if you're not. If today is your birthday, then happy birthday, and as always, have yourselves a damn good one.